While we're stuck in quarantine, I got this idea. I've had this drum set for about almost 10 years. It was originally bought for a praise band I was in at church, and we eventually, that band disbanded, and the drum set wasn't mine, it belonged to the church. Well, when we started going back to the church, they had no use for it, so I bought it off of them, and I've had it ever since. So this is my personal drum set. I've used it in almost every drum set video I've ever done that I've used my own equipment. It's just a standard Ludwig classic kit. Nothing too fancy, nothing too expensive. And it's got cheap white wrap on it that it sat in a room all those years I didn't have it, and it sat in the sun. So if you look at it like in the light, see kind of like right there, it's faded, it's sun faded, and it's got this yellowish. I'm just not a fan of it. It's just disgusting looking. So this is the 13-inch tom that goes on that drum set. What I've done is I've just taken the wrap off, and I have used dark walnut wood finish to stain the drum. So this is going to be my quarantine project. I'm going to do the same to this whole kit right here and turn it into a dark walnut kit. So let's do this. Alright, so the heads and the hoops are off. Next thing to do is get all the lug casings off. Alright, all the hardware is off in the lugs. And what I was talking about, the sun faded look, you see right here where one of the, this is actually where one of the leg mounts was. You can see the original color white where it's just never seen any sun, and you can see the major difference. And this is exactly why I want to strip this wrap off the shelf. So up here near the bearing edge, you can see the wrap. Here's the seam, and this is where we're getting ready to use the heat gun so we can get the glue here at this seam, which actually kind of, when I did the other tom, actually kind of spreads out a little bit this way. So we're gonna get this off, but we also have to get the air vent out. All right, so now we got the heat gun. So we're gonna use this to get the glue off of the seam. And the beautiful thing about this cheap drum set, and that I'm not actually too worried about like most other people would be, comes right off just like that. So yeah, sanding this will actually take care of most of the issues with that glue section, but yeah. So this is the shell without the plastic wrap on it. All right, next step is we need to grab the wood finish, and we're gonna go out and stain this bad boy. I guess we got perfect weather for this. that's the first coat, and already it's looking really nice. So what I'm going to do is let this dry for a little bit. I'll probably go ahead and start on the 12-inch tom that's inside, and once I'm done with that, come out and give this a second coat. Then it's ready for some clear coat. All right, the shells are dry. Now it's time to put the hardware back on them. First, we need to get some heads. So about a year ago, I had some rewards points from D'Addario that I was able to get these UV1 heads for free. I've had them sitting in my closet for a while, but underneath of it are some new heads I had to pick up, because that tom right there has never actually been really used with this drum set. Now on the screen you're going to see the first ever picture I took of this kit after it was fully set up at my church. I didn't like the configuration where it's 2 up, 1 down. I wanted 1 up and 2 down, so I just put this other tom on a snare stand, and I never actually used it from there. So this drum has never had new heads, so got it some new heads. So I kept the Rezo heads from the 2 toms I already had, because they're in really good condition. They're only a couple months old. All right, step 1, put the hardware back on the drum. So again, like I said before, I didn't have heads for this 13-inch tom, but now we do. All right, now is the kick drum time. I just took the battery head off. I'm gonna save that. Got my EMAD pillow inside, and was gonna take the white ring off of these hoops. Thought it'd be really easy, but nope. Held together in a seam just like the shells. I'm gonna take the heat gun to this thing too. Lucky for me, this is metal and not wood. All right, so I got the base shell first coat. I'm gonna coat the inside after I let it dry for a little bit, but now I'm gonna go get the plastic wraps off the hoops.